The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel welcomes you to this edition of the Mayor's and Supervisors Weekly Update, brought to you by...
Each week, our community makes history. Each week, you make history. And each week, there's only one source to turn to for the first take on history. You know what that is? Subscribe to the Sentinel right now to discover the history being made in your own backyard.
The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel. More than just your news, it's your history.
Welcome, everyone, to this week's edition of the Mayor's and Supervisors Update. I'm Chris Carosa, publisher of the Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel. And each week, we bring you the goings-on in the towns and villages that we cover. This week, we'll be starting with Mike Falk in the town of Lima. Mike, what's going on there?
Hey, Chris, thanks for having us again. Happy Independence Day to everybody. And a big thank you to Rick Milne for providing me with that phone number when we were having our water emergency a couple of weeks ago. That really helped to save some people's basements. The Water District 5 vote is again on July 15th, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. right at the town hall. Only properties in the proposed district can vote. The town website has more details, or you can call us at the town office, 582-1130, and we're happy to answer your questions about that water vote. There will be a special town board meeting on July 17th, 2 days later, to discuss the Water District 5 vote, 6:30 in the evening, and then what next steps are, based on the results of the voting. Highway Superintendent John Sokolowski has resigned. We will also be discussing this on the meeting on the 17th. Deputy Highway Superintendent Ben Martin is in charge now, and the same phone numbers can be used to contact the highway department, or you can certainly call the town office again, 582-1130, if there's an issue, and we'll make sure that they get resolved. And that's all I've got, Chris.
All right, thanks, Mike. Now it's over to Rick Milne. Rick, what's going on in Honeoye Falls?
Well, thanks again, Chris. It's always nice to see the guys that are able to get on this call. Starting out, just one quick point with Monroe County. I was very happy to support the grand opening of the new Frederick Douglass Family Airport Field Observatory this past Tuesday afternoon. It's a really beautiful addition to the Frederick Douglass Greater Rochester International Airport, and a positive educational area that details some of our most important Monroe County and Rochester-based history. So it's really a place that you can go to, not only if you're going to fly out or you're picking up somebody at the airport, but the very nice Veterans Memorial that's there, as well as this new field observatory. It really is a place to go visit to see. I would really encourage people, because the history there at both of the areas is just incredible. Moving on to Village of Honeoye Falls, the project at Harry Allen Park, as I've been talking just about every week about, is underway. This week, the electrical portion of the project was started, and the gazebo project continues as well. We expect some of the painting portion of the project to start next week, we think, maybe the week after. And that'll start with the inside of the old schoolhouse painting. That's going to begin first, and then they'll work to the outside and move on to the other parts of the project. So a lot going on at the gazebo and Harry Allen Park. I'm sorry. We have received some of the support letters for the wastewater treatment plant project. We have some nice letters coming in from our local businesses and residents, and I really appreciate that. Please keep those letters coming. That it's very important for this project and for the funding that we're going after. Lastly, we have fielded some questions as of late as to who cleans the bathrooms, actually glorified porta potties, within the village parks, at Rotary Park and the Monroe Street Park. This is something that the village DPW staff does each day during the week, and when there are pavilion rentals on weekends. Unfortunately, sometimes something happens in between the cleaning and when somebody comes in that has rented the space that we don't control. Unfortunately, when individuals or groups of people come in and vandalize the inside of these structures in many different ways, it can be a challenge to keep up with it. Vandalism, throwing feces on the walls, floors, and on the toilets is something our staff should not have to deal with. Unfortunately, it's a routine occurrence. Throwing rocks at the basketball court backboards and breaking them has occurred more than once, and there's certainly more. We have some beautiful parks in our village. We do our best to enhance them and continually improve. This type of action is disheartening. And with that, we hope everyone has a nice 4th of July holiday.
Thanks, Rick. Mike, anything more? Nothing? All right. Well, yes, everyone have a great 4th of July. If you're watching this, hope you had a great 4th of July. Remember, this program airs every Sunday at 1 o'clock on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Like the page or subscribe to the channel, and those platforms will notify you when the show begins. Otherwise, you can read the transcript in next week's paper. That's all for now. See you next week. Bye-bye for now.
Imagine yourself communicating with a difference. Pan-Dimensional Solutions helps you do this. Whether live spectator events, taped broadcasts, or real-time audience-engaging programs, you can benefit immediately from the tools Pan-Dimensional Solutions will share with you. Do you want to make a difference? Contact us at pandimensional.com.